the cars, I just have a love for cars. So that was probably gonna happen without trying to flex. But then I'm like, you know what? Let's go spend this money on this private jet. I'm on a private jet, bro, and I'm taking pictures. And I gotta take 80 pictures. I got a vlog going through the private, like, so it was just some wild stuff that I wish I could go back and not do. But it's funny because the mental health thing, I know it's got popular. I never knew what it was. So when I'm going through just lack of confidence because the business is doing poorly, you know, dude, sometimes we just bottle that in and it just sits in there. But during COVID, like, yeah, I wasn't doing good. It was a lack of confidence, and it kind of branched into so many parts of my life. Like, there was times I just wouldn't go get a haircut, like just little things like that. And it was just, yeah, it was bothering me so much. And I didn't realize that just even, you know, going to somebody to talk or doing anything, like, I didn't know what kind of difference that could make. But then it's funny because I actually reached out to somebody I don't really talk to that much, and it's a dude that I know back from college, and yeah, we would just talk like for like an hour. We'd go through different ideas and stuff, and it's just funny how much that helped me kind of get over everything. Like, it turned my confidence all the way around, where I'm not just not confident because the business revenue is down. Like, now I'm a steady guy in terms of, if business is bad, I don't just completely drop off. So yeah, it's been interesting kind of going through all of that and kind of where I'm at right now.
Particularly, like, I mean, it ties into trade. Like, our last episode we just had was imposter syndrome, bro. And I was kind of explaining about how, like, you know, particularly being in this space that I'm in, the mental health space, obviously, and psychology, and then being the only black male in my, you know, cohort or whatever. And I was talking about, I remember going up to I shouldn't say I remember, it was only like a month ago, going up to my teacher, bro, and telling her, like seriously, like, even though I know I can do this, at that moment, I'm hearing people talk about things that I've never heard of, or interventions and stuff like that. And even though I've been doing this at a high level, I put a lot of work into the mental health and psychology route. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. You kind of feel like when you're in this space and, you know, you don't really got any, even tying into you, Marcus, you don't really have like a person that's mentoring you, or somebody that looks exactly like you, as young as you. Like, we're kind of pioneers, so it feels a little bit weird when you put yourself out there and it's like you're around other people that you don't look like, you know, you don't really got a mentor in this space. And so you speaking to that imposter syndrome, bro, about, like, even though I know I can do this, you that lack of confidence when, like, those dips do come, because they're inevitable, bro. Like, for us, bro, like, there's gonna be a lot of times where we got a lot of viewership. We talk about it all the time. We look at the numbers, like, dang, like, we got a lot. And then there's some episodes, like, we think we killed it, man. Like, oh my God, this was a dope episode, and the views, yeah. So it is a really, like, it's the same thing for you. It's like, man, like, when I'm in a market where, like, so many things, there's so many factors that come to play here. So I'm glad that you talked a little bit about that imposter syndrome and how you went about battling that.
And that's funny because like where you guys are at now, when I was doing better in the business, instead of just continuing to just keep going steady, I kind of wanted to show people that the business was going good. And I wish I could go back and change everything that I did back then, because I took the imposter syndrome into something totally different. I wanted to show people that the business is booming. So that led me to buy stuff and do stuff that I definitely shouldn't have done, in terms of, you've been following me forever. I went through a phase. I went through the craziest flexing phase you've probably ever seen.
Crazy, bro. Crazy.
And it wasn't so, but here's what I will say. The cars, I just have a love for cars. So that was probably gonna happen without trying to flex. But then I'm like, you know what? Let's go spend this money on this private jet. I'm on a private jet, bro, and I'm taking pictures. And I gotta take 80 pictures. I got a vlog going through the private, like, so it was just some wild stuff that I wish I could go back and not do. But yeah, I'm glad you're at a point where y'all feel like whatever we doing is working. Let's just keep building it. Y'all don't need to post up, go take pictures with Joe Budden and just be like, yeah, we really doing this. Y'all don't have to do that.
Fact. I think bro, you bring something like definitely like, and I think that's the hard part too, particularly like even for you, or and you have great insight that you just shared, or for us too. I think there is those moments when you've been doing it. Well, we've been going on 2 years now, Trey, with the podcast. It's almost about a year and a half now. There is those moments, and we've talked about this before, where it's like, bro, I just want to go viral, man. F it, bro. Like, how have we got to go? And And we always come back to the center, and Hale is kind of the one, he's not on this, but he's the one that kind of centers us down, like, hey, bro, like, this is not why we started this. You know what I'm saying? Like, remember why we started this. And I'm so glad that I think we built a group around us where it's like, we kind of all kind of mellow each other out. Like, if you was around all of us, Marcus, we completely different personalities, bro.